welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about basically Chelsea latest signings, all of the recent signings they've made as of recent. We're going to be talking about them, what they can offer to the team, what they bring in, are they going to be successful at Chelsea, looking at Chelsea current style of play, the way Maresca play, the system we play in, and what we look what we're looking to achieve. Do we think the players we're bringing in as of now, or the players the owners are bringing in, or that Maresca is requesting for, also are they going to bring something to the team? Are they, what do we think, based on their system of play? And even some of them we may not be entirely sure about what they can bring, that's for sure, because we don't know. Like, some of the signing they're making, I can really say what they're gonna do with them, right? At least one of them, I can tell you that. And then, but we're gonna go through that through the video, so you just stay tuned. Let's start with Delap. Interesting, right? So we got this fellow from Ipswich for 37 million euros or pounds. So yeah, not very, the fee wasn't very big, wasn't very astronomical, nothing like that. So good price for a striker of that caliber and what he can do as well. So he's already Premier League proven. We know that. We've seen the Premier League. We know he's from City. We see what he's done as at Ipswich. Now his numbers was not that great. Now I'm gonna be showing you a couple of stats as they as I talk about them for you to see. But now the purpose of this video is not so much for us to dwell on the stats and look at it. I'm not really like a stat person, because now if you pay attention to the stats, sometimes you may get I believe you get misled looking at what the players can do. The stats doesn't really show everything. Like, you have to watch the player in and out, day in, day out, to be able to see what they can do, right? That's again, that's just my own opinion. But we see this guy at Ipswich, right? He's done for great work at Ipswich. Now I won't say he's been like world class at Ipswich, but he was definitely one of their main players. Like, he was good for them. Well, concerning they were fighting relegation battle until they were down the under. We all know that. But yeah, he was great there. But and then we also got to watch him in the club World Cup with the current Chelsea squad and see what he can do. Now he was, for me, good, right? He was good. Now I won't say absolutely brilliant, but he was good. Like, he was aggressive. He kept defenders on their foot. We saw him when he came on, I think was it the first game when he came on. We saw that chemistry between him and Palmer already. Like, him making that run, the goal that he gave to Enzo, and we saw he make that run twice. The first one, he didn't really get the ball there. The second one, he got the ball to Enzo, and Enzo buried it, right? So we seen that link up with him, Palmer, Enzo as well. So it's not like, I won't say for him it kind of take him a little bit, but again, it was the club worker that wasn't in the Premier League. Like, it's not like he's doing it with he had to show that level of consistency within like 36 games or so. Now, considering Chelsea, right now we're in the Champions League, and we all over the place. So hopefully he can be able to show that level of consistency. But now if you look at his stats, like obviously, he didn't really score that much goals this season. I think 12 goals or something in the entire season. Assists, not that much as well, right? Again, you can't really look at all of that, because look at the squad he's playing with. Now look at the the team that he's going to be playing with. Now he's going to be playing with people like Palmer. He's going to be playing with people like Enzo, Caicedo. He's going to have what's his name, João Pedro around him. If he and João Pedro gets to play together, right? You're going to have all those kind of creative people. Like, you can't compare. Not to say anything about Ipswich now, but you can compare Ipswich with Chelsea and the caliber of players Chelsea have right now. But yeah, so he's been good in that area. But then we see again, one thing that kind of shows for him, it's like his aggressiveness. I'll say, like, he let the defender know, hey, I'm here, right? It's not like you're not gonna have an easy day today. You're not gonna have, it's not gonna be an easy day at the office for you. I'm gonna keep you on your toes. I'm gonna, make sure, I let you know that I'm here, right? So he's been absolutely brilliant. So for him, I'll give him that, right? But so I'm looking forward to that. And then it's like, again, he kind of fits into the Chelsea system. He like, he starts the press, which is something that we're looking for, right? Like, something we usually get from Jackson, right? Before all of the problems we have, all of the baggage that the pain, the affliction that Jackson caused us, right? We're not going to talk about that. But one thing we can all testify about when it comes to Jackson is that he start the press. That he will run for you. He will start that press. He will lead the press, right? Like he's aggressive like that. So and we kind of get a bit of that from D-Lab as well. So which is good. And well, if he can add goals to that, I'm telling you, brother, we will be fine. We will absolutely be good, right? And so yeah, that's for me. That's it for D-Lab. And again, one thing I'll mention again, last season in the Premier League, he was one of the strikers with the highest yellow card. Like here, brother, we don't need that. I beg you, we don't need that. Please, we don't need that. Don't bring that over here, right? Jackson, we've been going through it with Jackson already, right? He cost us twice, right? So we don't need that. What I would say for him is like, if he can calm down. Now, we want you to be aggressive. Everybody talk about him being compared with Diego Costa, brilliant. But listen, don't cross the line, mate. Don't just get unnecessary yellow card and cost your team and stuff like that. So now, if he can limit that, I think he will be great, and we all will be, definitely okay with him. Now let's talk about João Pedro. That brother. Listen, when Chelsea was linked with him, I absolutely was not on board with it. I'll be honest. I was not on board with it. Again, first of all, Brighton. It's like our mall, right? Brighton is kind of like our shopping mall. We all go there every time we want. Chelsea want player. Brighton, yes, we're ready. Okay, give us one, they give it to us, and for some ridiculous amount of money too, right? I feel like the amount of money Brighton have taken from us, they can basically, I don't know, form an entire new team with it. But yeah, I wasn't on board with it, and then we get to see what he can do, right? So it's like for him, he's like a versatile player, which is kind of like, again, the caliber of player Chelsea is going after. Now, Liam Delap, not so much. You can't say he's versatile. He doesn't. It's not that versatile. It's like he's a what's it called, striker, but with João Pedro, he's versatile. He can play on the left. He can play as a 10. He can play for center forward. Well, we just pretty much where he played during the club work. All of us that that follow the club work, we get to see him play in that area. So João Pedro, listen, for what I've seen so far, I'm happy. All right, I'm looking forward to more of that. And then it's just like, it's not the case that he scored 3 goals. You know what I'm saying? Like what he brought to the team. It's like now, it's like you don't have a striker that just sit, right? He's aggressive. He will put in a tackle when it's needed. He will help the team. Whatever his link up play with Palmer, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Not just Palmer, but Enzo. I saw his first game when he came on. What was it again? I think Palmeiras. His first game against Palmeiras when he came on. He and Enzo. I saw. I watched that. I was excited about it. He can go outside on the wing. He's gonna be good. He come in, he's gonna be good. He stay forward, he's gonna be good. Like like the brother have head. Like he know what he's doing, right? He know what he's doing. And I feel like now again, I'm not gonna pay so much attention to their stars at their previous club, because again, you can't compare the caliber of player from Brighton, to that we have at Chelsea. Now you can say we shot everything we get, almost everything we get it from Brighton. Caicedo, Sanchez, right? All of Cucurella, all of them. But listen. We're not gonna say that, but he's been so far he's been good, right? So it's like it's good. His link up play is good. His interception is absolutely good. He's in the 95 percentile. That's good. So it's like, especially for a center, for somebody that plays as a center for or an attacking midfielder or winger. Sometimes like he's good. His aero duel, he's good at he's decent, not very great. 53, so yeah, it's all right. But listen, I'll take it, and right now I'll take him any day of the week. And I'm glad he's a Chelsea player, and I'm looking for, and the way Chelsea play right now, obviously we watch him in the club work, we see that he fits as well, right? Again, I also did something where I compare his stat along with Liam Delap, And he pretty much kind of overtake Leon Delap in almost everything. In terms of goals, in terms of assists, shot, right? Almost everything he overtook Leon Delap. Except for pressure. So like I mentioned, Leon Delap is pretty much aggressive. The brother will be on you. He will let you know that I'm here. He will let you know I'm here. And you look, and he's like, what, 6'1"? So, you know, he has that build, that structure, the physicality that match it, right? As well. So he's there, and he let you know that he's there. So, you know, but João Pedro, on the other hand, like I said, he's not an in and out striker. So it's like he's a little bit of movement, a little, you know, here and there, but he also applies on him. His is not that bad. Leon Delap is like, it's in the 90s, and João Pedro is just around 80 something. So for 80 something, that's not bad, right? But hey, so yeah, João Pedro, I'm on board. João Pedro, I am on board. Absolutely. Now let's talk about Gittins. Ay. This one is the only signing so far that I'm not sure about, right? I've watched a couple games for him here and there. From Brighton, I saw him in the club workouts where he played. Not Brighton, sorry, my bad. Dortmund. He played for Dortmund in the club workout. I saw a couple of that, and I also watched a couple other videos to see where he's at, right? Like if he's what we're looking for. If I, you know, he's not bad, but he's not, for me personally, he's not it, right? It's not what I want Chelsea going for right now. It's not what I want to see Chelsea involved into. No. But hey, we've gotten the guy, right? Like, he's not like the one thing he offers that I see that he offers. He's like that touchline winger, right? He stays out wide, and apparently Maresca is looking for something like that. So he's like a Madueke type of player, right? They will take you on any day of the week. Any defender, they will take you on, right? So he's like that, you know. So it's like his output, his numbers in terms of like goals, assists, contribution, and stuff like that, it's not that great. But it comes to like his take-ons, 1v1s and stuff like that, with 1v1 with defenders, he's good. Like he will take you on. He will look you, you know, dead in the face, and he will take you on, right? Take any defender on. So that's good. Sometimes we will need that, absolutely. I'm not gonna say we won't, but it is what it is, right? So I give him that. Am I sold on him though? No. Am I, you know, concerned that he might not show up? That, you know, yes. Again, what's it called? I did a little bit of a comparison between him and this guy called Malik Fofana. Some of you might be familiar with him. He plays for Lyon. What's the team that, what's his name from? Shirky. The team that Shirky was at, right? It's the same thing that he's from. Now, absolutely brilliant winger, right? He's young as well, right? So he could, you know, like he fits the Chelsea model, the type of player we're going for, young, right? So we can give you like, you know, 50-year contract, and you just stay there. But I compare, and Malik, I did a comparison between him and Malik Fofana, and listen, it's not, again, different league, right? Maybe some may argue the Bundesliga is better than is better than Ligue 1, right? The French league, but goals, Malik, you know, dominated almost every single stat. Malik dominated him, except for dribble complete. Except when it comes to, like I said, so he would take anybody on any day of the week. Except for that, Malik was, you know, Malik was all over him in terms of like goals, assists, and stuff like that. But hey, we can't really judge by that. Again, he's gonna play on a new manager. Maybe Maresca sees something that he's gonna get out of him. But am I, you know, listen, this is the only one I'm kind of like about, right, so far. So, now let's talk about Heto. My man, listen, this is the one signing that I've been waiting for, right? It took flipping, I don't know, century for them to get done. Like Fabrizio David Ornstein, all of them, like the news that were coming at some point, I didn't really care. Chelsea are in talk. Chelsea is advanced. The talk between Chelsea is advanced. I'm done with this, right? At this point, either you give me a year we go, or you give me the dagger, something like that. Give me one of them. That's what I'm looking for, right? And finally, yesterday was here, right? Well, the time we're recording the video now, so it's yesterday he was here. But listen, I've watched a little bit of him here and there, right? Watch couple compilation, watch couple like full video to kind of see him, you know, in action. Good, right? First of all, I already wanted the Sané, right? So I've been following this fella. Now I don't say like in and out, but like since I saw Chelsea link with him, I went and check him out. Listen, I've been so sentenced, and another reason why like kind of that I really wanted the Sané, at least Cucurella get to rest a little bit. Jesus Christ, we were going to run this brother into the ground, Lord have mercy. But hey, he's here, you know, like he's almost like Cucurella but young. So it's like I understand. And again, the reason why Chelsea get him, like it's not like we're gonna get him to kind of start immediately. So I like that. Like the pressure is not immediately on him that you have to do something, you have to perform right now, and none of that. So at least now, for now, he's gonna be an understudy to Cucurella, which is kind of the plan, right? We all trust Cucurella right now. Listen, he's for me on the Chelsea lineup. The people that I look to see is Caicedo. The next person is Cucurella. I won't lie to you. Like this current season was Caicedo. The next person is Cucurella. So he's gonna be an understudy. Heto's gonna be an understudy to Cucurella, which is great. He can learn and he get a comment. He's gonna be a competition to him as well, because listen, the boy is no joke. I won't lie to you. The man is no joke, right? He's playing in the champ, so he have European experience playing the Champions League, and he been playing in and out for Ajax as well. So like, he's no joke. So for his age, he has experience, right? He has experience with his age. So it's not like he's gonna come in and just sit there, right? It's not going to be like the Renato Vega situation. This one I can tell you that, right? Vega, none of us knew who Vega was, right? I didn't know. I just heard Chelsea linked to this guy. I'm like, oh, not again, right? And he came in now. I'm not saying Vega is a terrible player. Like, I wish he worked at Chelsea. I wish he did well at Chelsea. I actually like him as a player. Like, he could play as a center back, left back, sometimes as a six. The type of player we're looking for. Swiss Army knife, they will call them, right? But his Heto is almost kind of like that. He can play as a center back. He can play also as a left center back or as a left back. But like I said, the main reason we get him is to be an understudy to Cucu. So now he's gonna give Cucu a break at times when it's needed, considering the amount of competition we are in, and we're looking to keep that level too. Because from that, like after now, I don't want Chelsea coming back and then we have to go through what we went through the last 2-3 years. Lord, let's say no. Absolutely no. Listen, what I've been through, if you know that, I know if you're a Chelsea fan, you've definitely been through something, right? The last 2-3 years, it was the test of the ages, right? With us, listen, we came through it. We got 2 trophies this season. Arsenal can say the same. If you're an Arsenal fan, my apologies. Well, what am I even saying? My apologies. You can't even say the same. Listen. The best team in London. That's it. But I'm looking forward to him at Chelsea. I think he's going to be great. Like his progressive passes is absolutely off the chart as well. He's good at that. Obviously I'm looking to see if he can match the physicality and the pace of the Premier League. I don't think that should even be a problem for him, because he looks like somebody that has a decent pace on them, right? And he also looks like he's strong as well. He can take the ball forward. He like his defending ability is not it's not bad. It's also good. So I'm looking forward to that. And listen, and he have somebody like Cucurella to learn from, right? Listen, for me, one of the best left back in the world right now. The only person I can think about, right, is the PSG left back. What's his name? Nuno Mendes. Other than Nuno Mendes, I don't see anyone. Nobody. Cucu, listen, top. Listen, top. I repeat, if you didn't get it the first time, Cucu, my brother. But yeah, again, the last person that Chelsea bring in, well, when I say the last person Chelsea bring in, I'm not talking about the academy and then the women team. Obviously, there's a lot of signing going on there as well, right? So no, but for this one, it's not even the last person. This is actually pretty much the first person because Chelsea signed what, like, I don't know, a year or two ago, right? About 2 years ago before now. So Esteval Williams. Ooh la la. It's the Esteval Williams. Listen, if the president would say Kalalu. Jeez. But brilliant player, right? Absolutely brilliant player. He's good. Now we all see him. Listen, Chelsea was in the Club World Cup. Esteval was there. When Chelsea was linked to Gatins, I started watching I watched Dortmund games just to see what we get. Palmeiras, since I know Palmeiras was in the Club World Cup, from their very first game, every single game of Palmeiras in the Club World Cup, listen, I've been following Esteval, since I know Chelsea signed him, but in the Club World Cup was where I actually get to watch him play in full, right? So I'm fine with it. I've been fine with it, but seeing the Club World Cup, listen, I am okay. I am okay. Yeah, but listen, it's very technical, very smart player, right? It's not one of he very technical, very smart, right? He's there. He's there. Like he is the next thing, right? Now, I don't want to get carried away, right? He's leaving the Brazilian league, right, to come to the Premier League. Not to say anything negative about the Brazilian league, right? Listen, the people passionate about football over there, it's nuts. I've played with Brazilian before. I have a couple Brazilian teammates. Listen, I've seen it, right? So it's like if you come with that same passion, that same like hunger into the Premier League, looking at what I saw in the Club World Cup. Now, like if you look at his stats, they tell you his tackles not that good, his interception not that good, clearance not that good. But I watched him in the Club World Cup, right? He ran for his teammate. Like he would draw back, he would join the press, and he would start the press if the need be. If not, he would drop back, he would run back, he would make tackles and stuff like that. So those are the things that I saw him do in the Club World Cup. Now, if you look at his stat, they don't really say much about that, right? And that's kind of the thing Chelsea looking for. I saw his battle with Cucurella. I love it. I was like, before the game even started, I was like, Cucurella shouldn't go easy on him. Whether it's Cucurella or Malo Gusto or Reece James, whoever it is, they shouldn't go easy on him. Then they gave him a taste of what he's going to be, experiencing day in, day out. Now, I know they're not going to treat him like that in training. Absolutely not. But in the Premier League, it's almost going to be the same. So I wanted them to give him that taste. I saw Enzo going, Enzo Fernandez going on him a couple times. I was like, don't kill him, but you get, you get the gist, right? But he was able to stand it. Like he showed up for his team and he got a brilliant goal, right? For me, what possibly was like one of the goal of the tournament, hands down, right? That angle, the angle that he, like at the moment I was yelling at Sanchez for not moving, but I watched the video again and again. I can't blame Sanchez. If Sanchez moved, that better, I don't know, pull his back or something, or disconnect something in his body. That's for sure. But again, brilliant player. I'm looking forward to this one. I think, I think it's interesting because Chelsea is also linked with Simmons, right? Xavi Simmons. And from the news and what we hear is that he's coming in as a 10. So he's going to be one of the people that play with or along with Palmer, right? As a 10, right? Depending on the formation. Because I saw in the Club World Cup, Chelsea were experimenting with the 4-2-2-2, right, formation as well, and then we get to see the 4-2-3-1 and all of that. So in the 4-2-2-2, maybe he will be one of the 10 along with Palmer. So, but then Esteval was also told that he was going to be playing as a 10. But now, from the local what I'm seeing, Esteval is more likely to join Pedro Neto on the left hand side. No, the right hand side, right? And then we link with Garnacho as well. Then Garnacho and Gatins is gonna have the left hand side, yeah. And then João Pedro and Liam Delap plus Jackson because he's still here. And then we also still have Nkunku, right? Nkunku, Jackson, a few other players, they are gonna leave, right? So that we're not forced about that. They will leave, right? Well, Jackson 50-50. Nkuku we know, like he might, there's a high chance he for sure will leave, right? So there's gonna be again, Esteban and Pedro Neto on the right hand side, and then you have Gittins, possibly Garnacho on the other side, right? And then you have João Pedro and Leon Delap and Jackson if he doesn't leave. So right in the middle, right? And then so yeah, but again, that's where most likely Esteban is most likely to play. I see, but again, it depends on the game, right? Because sometimes if we play like a Carabao Cup kind of game, he can play as a 10, right? Or if he show up, if he come to Chelsea and absolutely lit it up, Maresca can even start to trust him more in that position. He and Palmer can alternate. And here's another beautiful thing, right? You can play. Listen, if we get Simmons, you can play Simmons on the right hand side, on the left hand side. Palmer, middle, right, as a 10. You can also play what's his name, Estevan on the right hand side, right, and then you have João Pedro. Now with these 4 players, what you have is this: everybody can play almost everywhere. So if Palmer decides to go on the right, Estevan can come in. If he decides to go on the other side, Simmons can come in. If he decides to go forward, what's his name, can come in. Everybody can kind of go anywhere. So it's like that's one beautiful thing about that, these 4 players. But with Estevan, I'm kind of excited. Like, he's technical, he can take you on. His dribbling ability is good. Like I don't know what to say. Listen, I'm happy. I'm excited for this one. Again, I don't expect him to absolutely just lit it up immediately. That come on. I expect it will take him a little bit of time. Like, you need to understand his teammate to begin with, the environment, all of that kind of plays into it. There's so much that plays into, to it. But now, listen, obviously we all hope that he comes in and then just start playing absolutely brilliant, right? We love that. But again, we have to be kind of realistic here. Just get, and I kind of like the fact that, we have multiple people that the pressure is not there. You have Palmer, you have Pedro Neto that's already in front of him. You have all these people that's ahead of him. So it's like the pressure is not there for him to perform, So now we all, like he's in that environment. And I like the fact that even after the game, Pedro, Palmer and all of those Chelsea players went to him to kind of tell him, hey, we're looking forward, to meeting you. So it's like they're all going to create that environment for him, being a youngster, for him to be able to grow and, to become the player, that we want him to become, and he himself want to become, right? So hopefully everything goes well, everything goes as planned, right, with him. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, how you feel about all of the Chelsea signing. If who do you think gonna be more impressive? Who do you think gave you a little bit of doubt here and there? Just yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you. Cheers.